lastly, with system engineering, which is that blue line, the third most common, which has been there was a little bit of an uptick a few years ago, but now it's held pretty steady. This is an area that in the era of AI that we're hearing quite a bit about. Social engineering remains highly effective as an initial access vector. And even though we have these great advancements in technology, humans remain a weak link, and that training for users, for employees, for contractors is more critical than ever. On the AI front and how it ties in with social engineering, we're starting to hear examples of how AI is being used to socially engineer employees or attempt to. So there's a example last year where the password manager company LastPass, they shared an incident where threat actors used deepfake audio to unsuccessfully impersonate the company's CEO and trick other employees into doing what the threat actor wanted. And they've published about that unsuccessful attack. Jerry or Paul, any other thoughts on the trend lines that we're seeing in these types of incidents?
One thing that is, you can't see on the trend line here specifically, but it's like I've seen elsewhere, is that it's like if you look into the area of social engineering, traditional phishing seems to be going down a little bit. At least for now, it's like the systems we're using for email security seem to be getting better, so that really traditional kind of click this link or click this attachment phishing has been a little bit on going back from what we've seen. However, what this has been more than filled by with is non-traditional social engineering, which can be either through channels other than email. So I'm thinking text messages, I'm thinking WhatsApp, other kind of social media access, et cetera, or also abuse of grown relationship. So it's like really just like grown some relationship over time, sometimes even through romantic dating platforms. And then it's like abusing those kind of like long-term grown and fostered relationships in order to perform some form of like cybercrime. So that's definitely on the rise, and that again points to what you were saying earlier, Dave. It's like that. I think it's really relevant that we secure not only our technology but also people, because they're really they're really becoming the focal point again.
Kind of the only thing I would kind of add to that is it isn't just one industry, right? Or a couple of industries that certainly there's, the healthcare and education and finance, and those are, lack of better terms, ongoing industries which are consistently threatened, right? And doesn't surprise any of us that it's also the areas that are the most regulated, right? But I think what surprised me when I saw this, that it was, essentially every major vertical that we have in society is in some way been targeted, and in some ways been successful in doing that. So while I would love to say that, oh, we seem to have gotten better here and there, while that may be the case, it's still rather widespread. So, my statement on this is, don't think because you're in one vertical that right now looks low that you are safe. I think that the issue is, and I think, Jerry, you said it earlier, if there's a value behind whatever it is, it's a target. And to go after that type of situation.